a sudden, Gobert comes in, and Draymond's like, no, 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 no. It's chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. And then Draymond, he headlocked Gobert there, so yeah, they're trying to play. And McDaniel's going out of here, and then all of a sudden Gobert comes in, and Draymond's like, no, 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 no.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense takes the field. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with, and a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that would be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack, of course, the 4th down.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here are our impact players for this game. executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Delivers the stiff arm. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's really frustrating when you put a guy in the spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. The play-action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets rid of it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And now this offense will take the field again. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback will audible. On second down, they'll take to the air. What a snag by the defense.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Spins away from the defender. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Canes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Dances away from one. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it, and the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do. A lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Keeps looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense set on first down. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Time to take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. 6th play of the drive coming up. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Wants to throw on third. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working that left side. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quick handoff. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Got his man quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's Walker. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And maybe finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And to get rid of it quickly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He wants to throw. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guy.
Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. 1st and 10 coming up.
And if I'm a defense, defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their time.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw it again. Working the middle, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking to pass on second down. This is caught for the way touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Powers through the defender. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really